whole wheat bread. All we're gonna need is 5 ingredients: salt, flour, yeast, water, and honey.
Yep, all we need is 5 ingredients, and there's really no kneading. This is really one of the easiest bread recipes I've ever made. So yeah, we're gonna get started. So we're gonna start off with the first 3 ingredients, which are honey, yeast, and water.
Wow.
So it is 1.5 cups of water.
Uh-huh.
Good job, go ahead. Yeah. So that's 1.5 cups of warm water. And then we're gonna do 2 tablespoons of honey. I'm gonna eye this. So the recipe calls for 1.5 teaspoons of instant yeast, but the instant yeast I have on hand right now is not working very well for me. So I'm just gonna go with active dry yeast, and I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons. So you can go with the original recipe and just do 1.5 teaspoons of instant yeast, but I'm just gonna do active dry.
Now we're gonna mix up.
Yep, that's enough mixing for the yeast. Now we're gonna wait until that gets frothy to do the next step. All right, so we have the yeast mixture here, and then
help you.
Okay, you're helping me. Then the next thing we're gonna do is add 4. Yeah, we're gonna add 4 cups of flour, 4 2/3 of a cup of flour. So this is just whole wheat flour. So we're gonna start with adding this. Sure. And now it's already time for the last ingredient. Good boy. 1.5 teaspoons of salt.
Can I mix it?
Sure, go ahead. Just don't spill. Try not to spill. So we're just gonna mix that up, and then you don't need to mix it too much. Just yep, mix it until everything's combined, and then we're going to cover it with cling wrap, and then, or I'll probably use like a plate or something, just airtight. And then if you have a warm place, put it in a warm place to rest for 25 to 35 minutes. And then we're just gonna get it out, put it in loaf pans, let it rise again, and then bake it. And that's as easy as it is. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to take a turn mixing this. Okay, here, let me see. So you're really going more for consistency here with this dough. So right now, for some reason, mine's really dry and really crumbly, and that's not what I want. So I'm going to add some more, just a little more water. So I'm going to put a splash of water in there and just get it to the right consistency, which hopefully I'll show you in just a minute. Alright, so here's the dough. It's like really weird. It is like not in the least bit stretchy, which is pretty crazy for me to work with, because most of my other doughs are very stretchy. So it's not very stretchy at all. That's okay. That's kind of just what you get with whole wheat einkorn. I think you can do pretty much anything modern wheat can do with all-purpose flour, but the whole wheat is just a little bit too ancient. No, it's just not quite as easy to get it like regular wheat at all. This is the texture of the dough. It's not bad, as you can see. Like, I can fold it and everything. It does rip really easy, but that's fine. And it's pretty sticky. I have my hands wet so that it won't stick quite as bad. So I'm just going to roll this into a rough ball. Just put it right in there and cover it, and we're gonna let it rest for 25 to 30 minutes. 35 minutes. Okay. We're on to the next step, which is we're going to put the dough in our pan and let it rise a little more, and then bake it. The loaf is, or the bread, the dough has risen quite a bit. It's been rising for probably about 30 to 35 minutes. Alright, there we go. So we're not gonna have to worry about shaping this one because it's a little bit too sticky and it's just not a good dough for shaping.
I'm glad I don't have to knead that dough.
Yeah, it's a little too sticky.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to wet my fingers and I'm going to just smooth the dough out on top because I like when my bread looks nice on the top.
And on the bottom.
so here it is. And it's nicely in there. So now I'm just gonna cover it and let it rise for another, what are you doing? Yeah, we're gonna let it rise for another 25 or 30 minutes. And then we're gonna bake it. During this time, you'll wanna preheat the oven to 375. Okay, so here's the bread. As you can see, it's risen a ton. I'm slightly worried that it overproofed, but anyway, I'm gonna go with it, see, hope it works out fine. So I'm going to stick it in the oven and bake it for around 30 minutes, hopefully. Okay, here goes. Okay, so here is the bread. It's very soft on top, and I'm gonna cut into it now. So I buttered the pan and then put some parchment paper in because that's the way it seems to be easiest for me. That's the easiest way it seems for me. Okay, it's pretty heavy, but here's a slice. So yeah, this is super soft and nice and pretty flexible. Yeah, we're gonna use this for sandwiches tonight, so that'll be nice. And I would recommend letting it cool down for a while before you slice into it. I wasn't able to let it cool down for too long, but it's, yeah, not quite as steaming hot as it was. So yeah, here is the finished loaf. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. And yeah, I hope you guys try this recipe soon, and I hope that you guys love it, and I'm sure it'll be just as easy and satisfying to you. Okay, so yeah, thank you for watching, and God bless.